is completely. Then I have it right behind you. Yeah, like literally right behind you he's sitting. I'll bring him out in a little bit, but yeah, I don't. Made an Instagram for it. Yes, an Instagram. Like, I called it, at Einstein the Werebub. Yeah, and I started posting, like, everybody was like, that is crazy. But at the same time, I was kind of like, you know what, maybe this is probably him. Completely was just telling myself how much I missed you. But yeah, there's a fishbowl on your head, and I'm probably going to be keeping up with putting it up and down, and up and down, and things like that. So, the fishbowl off your head. You know what I mean? Like, let me take the fishbowl off your head. Let me take the fishbowl off your head. I'm just gonna keep saying it, like, let me take the fishbowl off. Let me take the fishbowl off your head. Yeah, to like fishbowl, fishbowl, fishbowl. Test. A sound test. So here's the sound test. Here. Ready? So I'm just going to keep talking and then just put it. You can hear me again. And then I'm going to put it right back over your head. But move it again. And then I'm going to go and put it right back over your head. Keep talking. They're not completely fine for you. Then it would kind of bother them, and I was like, okay, so I don't think that I should really think about it. It's years to get there, but the point is that I'm going to start doing the snipping and the triggers while the fishbowl is complete. You can hear the tapping. You can't hear the tapping, and that's why I'm putting it directly. thinks that she's singing the right lyrics, but then she doesn't. Like, kind of like reverse triggering. Like, for example, it sounds against the fishbowl like do do do, like the tongue clicking, but whatever. Oh, let's go ahead and put that over your head and see what. Little baby. Just little baby. It reminds me of on Bob's Burgers when Linda's like, if you're not real, then why do you make me feel this way? Little babies. Mwah. With all of my person and take the fishbowl off. You can hear me again when I put the fishbowl over here. Whenever I take it off, you can hear me again. You put it back on and then it. Whenever he would take it off, he would, act as if there was something on my head and he would keep going. On and off and on and so forth. It fits most people, I mean everybody. Pull it up. And yeah, so like I said, everybody kind of has a similar size skull. I mean, back in like the old days, people had really people back in the old days had oblong skulls, so they were really long and oval. But whenever I kind of it's a little bit hard to hear me when I'm putting the fish on and off your head. But what I'm trying to say is that whenever on your head, how I can kind of manipulate it a little bit by taking different things and tapping on the glass. Haven't you ever been behind a window and somebody comes up and they go, tap? The fishbowl off of your head. We went to an aquarium, my husband and my kids, and back. We were going down and the first thing we saw was all of these beautiful exotic birds. Sorry, I said I kind of walked too close to a person. It was this woman and she had this huge baby stroller, and whenever I was pregnant, I never. see an exotic animal that I was going to take these two sticklies here, like I've been doing for the past 10 minutes, and I just kind of put it over here. But I'm talking again. But whenever I put it back down, then I'm talking again, and I keep rambling. Talking again, and talking again, and talking again, and sticklies, and tap on the glass with them because it kind of makes a cool echoing boom boom boom. Let's try again. So I'm just going to take this and ding, 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 ding. You want to make sure it's the point of the stick. Don't give him the stick. The point of the stick. So here, I'll show you what I mean. So I'm just going to go ding, 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 and I'll go woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Reminds me of an ASMR video called Stabbing You for 30 Minutes Straight. Take the fishbowl off of your head. Life is sweet. They cool. is kind of important. If you are new, you would have no damn idea what the fishbowl. So many amazing other ASMR creators trying our trigger here, and it makes me feel so special. Do something right for once. That's what I felt like, oh, I finally created something in the community that's a little bit. Off of your head, but it is interesting, the echo effect kind of. Cool idea too, because you should be getting this effect again to make sure you get the fishbowl. Fishbowl on your head. You have a fishbowl. And I totally think that you should. And whenever I take it on and for me outside it sounded a little well, but for you on the inside, what it is? It sounded a little fuzzy, but then whenever I put it back, take it off for the last time. I just want to let you know, if nobody's told you they loved you today, that oh, I'm just putting a fishbowl. Oh, I'm just putting a fishbowl over your head. Here, hold on, and then that's pretty much it. Ready? Just completely like. You can't hear me. Were you hearing me? I was trying to tell you something. You can't? Okay, well, I just. You can't hear me again. Well, that's because of the fishbowls over your head. Here, hold on. I okay, you can't. You obviously can't. Can you hear me? Yeah, well, this is what was going on basically. A fishbowl. You had a fishbowl over your head, and I was trying. Again, yeah. So, my hair keeps falling out, but here, let me get that off you. Oh. There we go. Off and I'll stay really close to you and just you feel relaxed. Here, let me show you what I mean. Do you feel relaxed whenever you want me to keep picking it up and explain like fully without keep going? I just want to make sure that it is 100% relaxed. Let's rest. Here, just try to get gently, gently, gently. Raise it up and raise it up. Okay. Here, let's try it. Hold on. Gently keep. The fishbowl effect is where I take my fishbowl and I just go ahead and slip it. Oh. Gently and, talk and do the reverse jellyfish, which is kind of like slight sounds, ASMR's light bulb effect. Yeah, it's just literally in reverse. Kind of looks like a jellyfish though with the finger flutters. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to be mixing those two. The place. That is definitely how I am. I just keep going. Getting myself on an entirely different subject, you know what I mean? In fact, as I was just saying about my bike, I can found, and Jerry was dating a girl who apparently got gonorrhea from a tractor. It's a really funny episode if you even watch it. on your head, but if we keep it there for too long, tap, 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 we're going to have to take it right back. Just testing some mouth sounds with it, but so let's just go ahead and do this a few more times where we take it off. Talking, so it just keeps going and 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 going, just like that, just like that, just like that. I don't know. I remember whenever I was like 15, it was just related so much with the whole like bottom. You know, like usually I will watch something like The Golden. With that being said, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like I'm such a... Usually I can, you know, watch anything, but ultimately I just... That being said, I guess we can put these down a little bit. It doesn't, I don't think it looks... Here I'm lifting up the visual, but it doesn't feel like it, you know, every day it gets a little less. just have